Picture a teenager alone on stage singing about the ache of feeling invisible and the desperate hope that someone might actually see him. That's one of the compelling moments in Dear Evan Hansen, a story about the often unmet need to feel connected. NorCal Arts brings this Tony Award-winning musical to the 24th Street Theater. Today, we're talking about why this show matters and why it's never been more relevant. Let's welcome the show's director. We have Nick Laris. Nick, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us. It's great to be here.
Yes. Okay, so Nick, for viewers who may not be familiar with Dear Evan Hansen, tell us what it's about and why it's resonated with so many audience goers for years now.
Absolutely. Dear Evan Hansen is a story about a socially isolated and anxious teen who, through a series of misunderstandings, finds himself trapped at the center of a tragedy which he was not involved in. Now, in the pursuit of continuing this lie, it escalates and escalates, and he's forced to confront the hard truths about his actions and the impacts it's had on those around. I think that this is a show that has continued to invigorate audiences and performers alike because it isn't afraid to delve into those complicated, messy, gray topics.
Yeah.
It's a show that talks about mental health, grief, isolation, and at the end of the day, it's a show about people, and it's not afraid to show those people as people, flawed, imperfect, and I
wanted to touch on that. Mental health and social connection are central themes in the show. So what conversations do you hope audiences have, and especially teens and families?
Absolutely. I hope this audience leaves Dear Evan Hansen with a willingness to talk. This show talks about how so much we don't know what is going on in someone's life. So I hope audiences feel inspired to not have all the answers, but begin those conversations with those around them. I think if people leave the show with a willingness to listen, communicate, and understand, we've done our job.
Yeah, I like that. And then what would you say has made this production for NorCal Arts, so important? What has impressed you most about the cast?
I would say this show is different in our others in obviously the gravity of the subject matter and the demand that this musical has both vocally and emotionally on these performers. What has really, really impressed me about this cast is their curiosity and their empathy in understanding these characters and their motivations and who they are. Every day I come into rehearsal and I'm just amazed at what they discover.
Yeah. And then Nick, without giving too much away, is there a particular musical number or moment in the show that you're especially excited for audience members to experience?
You know, this show has, it's a very intimate show. So I'm very excited for audiences to see some of our larger group numbers. When we auditioned, we had a lot of students come out. So we have an ensemble of 16, both in our performing arts corps, and we had students come out who are students that I taught in the after-school spaces in the 40 schools we service in the Sacramento Unified School District. So seeing those students give it their all and breathe this life into the world, I'm really excited for audiences to see these big group numbers.
Yes, it's a special one. Nick, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us more about the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, I'm going to let our viewers know where they can go for more information. You can catch Dear Evan Hansen July 31st through August 2nd, located at the 24th Street Theater at Sierra 2. For tickets, head to norcalarts.org. For now, we leave you with a snippet of what you can expect with some of the cast.
Now that I know that you are still here, I will sing no requiem tonight.
Why should I have a heavy heart?
Why should I say I'll keep you with me? Why should I go and fall apart for you? Why should I play the grieving girl and saying that I miss you and that my world has gone dark without your light? I will sing no requiem tonight, 'cause when the villains fall, the kingdoms never weep. No one lights a candle to remember